We begin this morning with dire warnings over the pending release of a so-called torture report. U.S. military bases around the world are ratcheting up security as a precaution, just as a precaution, and there are several reports that U.S. embassies are going on alert. Tomorrow, Senate Democrats are due to unveil their findings on enhanced interrogation techniques that the Bush administration used on post-9/11 terror suspects. The report is expected to reveal controversial details of how detainees were questioned, including the use of waterboarding, sleep deprivation, and slapping. Now, here's what's at issue. Is the overarching question, did these techniques gain valuable intelligence? Well, Republicans have pulled support from the report, and many in the intelligence community warn that the disclosures will anger allies and rally terrorists. CNN's Elise Labott, our global affairs correspondent, joins us now by phone. What's going on, Elise?
Hi, Don. Well, listen, this is a very tense time right now in the world, and that's why with the campaign against ISIS, with all of the violence and extremism going on, particularly in terms of against Americans, the United States is very concerned that the release of this report expected early this week could increase those tensions around the world. Posts are on alert. Not only did the CIA director and the Pentagon urge all posts to be on high alert, the State Department also telling all embassies and consulates that they could be on alert. In Washington, tensions growing over the expected release of the report. Take a listen to House Intelligence Committee Mike Rogers saying that American allies are very concerned and that this violence could be increased and this report could be used by extremists to incite violence that could cost lives. Take a listen.
Our foreign partners are telling us this will cause violence and deaths. Our foreign leaders have approached the government and said, you do this, this will cause violence and deaths. Our own intelligence community has assessed that this will cause violence and deaths.
And that's why, Don, Secretary of State John Kerry called Senator Dianne Feinstein, the head of the Senate Intelligence Committee, explaining all of this, saying, listen, obviously the choice is yours to release the report, but you might want to think about how this could create a lot of tension for our allies around the world. The U.S. is asking a lot of countries right now in the campaign against ISIS and could also increase extremism against Americans. You saw an American teacher stabbed in the United Arab Emirates. A lot of threats against Americans right now, and that's why Secretary Kerry suggested to Senator Feinstein this might not be such a great time to release this report, John.